Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase, pricing, and availability questions concerning this watch. Today, we're discussing the Breitling Superocean Automatic 44. This is part of a series of historically inspired Superocean watches, originally launched in 2022 as the Superocean Slow Motion, a reference to a 1960s one-handed Breitling diving chronograph. Well, this isn't a chronograph, so probably explains why the nomenclature was changed, but the Superocean Automatic 44 has a lot to recommend it. In stainless steel, 44 millimeters in diameter, though you wouldn't know that by the way it fits. It's only 12.8 millimeters thick, 50.1 from lug tip to lug tip with a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Let's put it on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, get a look. Here's your over-the-top shot, which always exaggerates the width of a watch. Here's down the barrel, which is generally the best perspective if you're trying to fit a watch to yourself without a mirror. That's pretty true, and that watch fits on my wrist. And then it's surprisingly thin. So yeah, it will fit under a cuff. I'm going to recommend this for a wrist my size or larger, so 16 centimeter circumference and up. Taking a look at the strap, you can see that the strap is olive green, sort of a military fashion, just like the dial. What you could easily miss is that there is a little flatted corner to the case that allows the strap to recess into it. You can see that little revetment there. That allows the strap to be close hauled to the case for a very integrated look, but also to pull the pivot centers far inboard for better fit on a borderline wrist. So if you have a wrist my size, that particular arrangement of case and strap means you can wear this. On the underside, there's some hollows to make it easier to wear. Removing material makes it more flexible. We have some molded patterns on top. Don't be fooled, there's no textile here. We have a single fold clasp with twin trigger release. You can see a combination of polish and satin externally. The twin triggers, satinated, single thick gauge stainless steel swing arm. You can see this is a pre-scored strap that's supposed to be cut to length to suit the owner. We will do that for you and make sure it's perfect. There's a push button slider with incremental adjustability. You can use it to fine-tune the fit or to pull all the way out for use over a dive suit. This one still has some packing stickers on it, suggesting the original owner bugged out and lost his nerve. Well, this happens a lot with luxury watches. Guys try to get in and they have second thoughts and they get out and they leave the stickers on because they think they'll get more money. Sad for them, but great for you, as you're going to get a watch that's indistinguishable from showroom. Taking a look, we have some polish, we have some satin, and the recesses of the bezel are media blast, so it's nicely done. The edges of the bezel are serrated, sharp, and easy to grip, and then we've got a green ceramic bezel cap. The insert, highly scratch resistant due to the presence of ceramic. It also features a luminescent bezel pearl. It is a excellent detent. The click on this bezel, superb feel and sound, 120 click action, no shortage of luminescence. In fact, I'm very happy to say that the second sand is also lumed. Every dive watch should have a lumed second sand, so you know your dive timer is working. Easy to read day or night. There's even a fair amount of depth to this dial. We've got applied rhodium plated steel indices with hands to match. No date, very historically true, but a lot of folks are going to enjoy that. We also have the fact that it's a chronometer, and yes, I know 300 meters is not 1,000 feet. Press I believe here. We're going to do that. We've got a Breitling logo with media blast and polish on the screw-down crown. The watch does feature hacking seconds. And the latest spec from Breitling is that this is a 26 joule movement, which would indicate it's a Slata SW200 rather than its ETA equivalent, the 28242. The 28242 has 25 joules. Breitling now says this is 26. So I'm going to go with this being a 200 from Salida. 38-hour power reserve, bidirectional winding, stop seconds, 4 hertz beat rate, 5 position adjustment, and a COSC certified Swiss chronometer. So whether you get the ETA or the Salida version of the 2824, the key thing is to get it in chronometer grade. That's your assurance of absolute quality and the highest spec of components used. It's also universally serviceable, and parts and knowledge are everywhere, which is appropriate for a utilitarian watch that may find itself far from civilization. Embrace the adventure with the Breitling Superocean. Reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.